live.
Might need to cut that like that on.
Oh yeah. I was just trying to.
We black, nigga.
I'm telling you.
I ain't even hit right.
Oh, what's up, y'all? You know, Tech got busy working while streaming.
Hey, man. Gotta keep all this.
That nigga Joe here. A little late night. I might need you to grab him real quick. Yeah, focus up, baby. Yeah, we in this motherfucker, baby. What's up, baby? Hmm? Yeah. It's gonna pick up and do double echo. Alright, man.
Conchiss? Yeah.
Alright. It's your boy, the favorite grandmotherfucker, Digi. And yes, it's my birthday weekend.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yes, please. I turned my phone off because your grandmamas and their aunties is blowing me a phone. But anyway, y'all already know my birthday is my turf day. The day of 1,000 dabs. You know I like to get high. I told them, only Zai, no spray packs allowed. Here from West Mass. Y'all go ahead and give it up. We told y'all Small Battles Universal. We were around right here. We just trying to connect people with other people and connect ourselves more into this budding, beautiful cannabis industry. And my guy here just gave me this amazing edible full spectrum, 100 milligram in a small square.
Sure.
So,
Oh, you already ate it?
see how long I stay awake. We getting ready for my birthday dinner, so yeah, that shit went down fast. Y'all don't know I don't hold anything with THC in it. It needs to be consumed. Would you like a dab?
Yeah, most definitely.
Hey, he tried to give me one at the house. Well, he didn't try. I asked. I was like, oh, he's like, I got edible. I was like, shit. Let me see. He said, hold on. Before I give you this, are you really an edible guy or you not? I was like, I'm not. So he started telling me everything that was in it and all that, and I'm like, nah, you need to say that, bitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's beautiful.
Most definitely.
Good. I can feel the heat from the back of my head in the
Yeah.
shower.
My edibles are exclusively for people who actually need edibles. And probably even like stronger shit and are trying to only stick to doing weed. And that was my case scenario, so that's why I've been on edibles 24 hours a day for the last 6 years straight, ever since I got sober. And yeah, my edibles are no frills, just a pound cake recipe that I developed that'll hold as much oil as humanly possible. Usually the amount of flour that I use would have the oil leaking out of it, but a pound cake recipe has 9 eggs, where most recipes would only have like 2 or 3. And the eggs create like a foamy batter that emulsifies and holds onto the oil and allows you to get that much punch in such a small bite.
You know, when I say edible, that's what he did. Like, a lot of people.
And that's, I grew up with my mom's chef, so yeah, pound cakes, 9 eggs, baby. You're not gonna get a nice, thick, fluffy pound cake. And that shit was thick like a country boy made it. So,
But he made a lot of edibles, and a lot of people who do edibles in Atlanta
learn from me. I put a lot of people on.
Yeah, man.
Taught a lot of people, showed them how to infuse their drinks, everything. And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm still irresponsible. I will eat like, if you tell me something 500 milligrams, I'm gonna take that whole bag down.
100%. Every time.
Every time. Right. You know, and I'm still be smoking.
You never know. Sometimes it'll get you pale, and sometimes you'll just have a really, really good high. And I think it's worth. I think it's worth getting paled out once every 30 times. Because then when you come back, you feel really good.
Since 2020.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you can open the door for Atlanta late night too. Yeah, man. Thank you, brother.
Do I gotta wait for this to vibrate?
No, it's ready. It's vibrated already.
Shout out to Puffco.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, we love them. We got to do our dabs. I already knows. But this is a cannabis-friendly Twitch. We go ahead and let y'all know ahead of time. This is not for kids. It's for adults. And how does that taste? That shit is amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Well, open the gate for them. Yeah, y'all. So, how long you been in the cannabis industry?
Where you at?
So, I've been in the cannabis world in a way that I want to consider was like professional development since I was 15, since I started growing weed in swamps in Connecticut where I grew up. So that was 26 years ago. Right around then was the first time that I visited Vancouver, and I went to the first legal smoke cafe in North America. Very similar to like an Amsterdam kind of experience, but you could only buy weed on the street. So I got to smoke real high times weed, real Dutch strains when I was 15 going to Vancouver. And right after high school, I moved as close as I could to Vancouver to a town called Bellingham, Washington, way up in the northwesternmost corner of America, so I could find somebody to teach me BC Bud. And I ended up finding somebody who was an affiliate of the Hells Angels that I didn't learn until many years later after he told me I couldn't hang out with him anymore because his brothers knew about me touring all the grow houses and not smuggling nearly enough weed to be shown as much as I had, and got kicked out.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna do this, you need to go get real work. That's what they said.
Yeah.
You need to be pushing millions of weed.
100%. They found out I was only bringing back like 2 ounces every couple of days, and they're like, yo, you need to get this dude the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he's not making money.
And that hurt my feelings like so much at the time.
Which is weird because you think Hells Angels making way more money off crack and meth.
BC Bud was really, really big
I'm
back
walking
then.
to.
This was the original Beasters. This was like big, huge hands-off warehouses with stolen electricity, with hydro tables running completely automated.
That's fucking
Where
awesome.
they would literally only go to the warehouse twice. Once to plant it and once to harvest it. And never in between. And whatever survived and didn't get molded out got shipped to America. And that was BC Bud.
I was a teenager, 20 years old, in college, looking at like magazines and shit at BC seed banks and everything, wishing I'm like, how can a country boy get some of these seeds from Canada? And now looking at the state of cannabis world now, I forgot about that. I forgot about Vancouver seed banks. I forgot about all that shit. British Columbia seeds. But yeah, Canada was definitely the forefront of cannabis for a long time. Like Canada and, the triangle.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely. Mendocino, Humboldt, and that third town, I'm not forgetting. Everybody forgets the third town.
Trinity.
Yeah, Trinity.
Yeah.
It's the third town and his name is Trinity.
Yeah. When I tell people the time I spent in Trinity, I just say Humboldt.
Yeah, because most people just know Humboldt and, poor people know Mendocino. But like during those days, them boys was just they were doing rush chemical grows, fucking scorching the earth, fucking up Humboldt. You couldn't grow in that space ever again because of all the chemical burns to the soil. So like now that weed has gotten more regulated, more hydroponic, more illegal, nigga, you can actually grow grass in Humboldt again. Like regular grass, like mulch, nigga. But so how long?
Professionally,
Mhm.
6 years.
Nice.
It's been 6 years that I've been founding my company in Massachusetts, and it's been 3 years that I've held the license.
What's up, bro?
This is my boy Joe. He's a host of the Atlanta Late Night Show, Let's Talk Show.
Awesome.
That boy truck driver. But man, how's Atlanta been treating you?
I was just gonna say that. He been here since what, Thursday?
Wednesday.
So he just been seeing it. I had got down.
You had him in the bluff.
Yep.
Boys.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
start walking all throughout the book.
I'm sorry. I know that shit.
But he done been in a little 5 points.
Yeah.
I had him with Slim the other day, so shit, Slim was the tour guide yesterday.
What's Slim?
Slim.
Perky Steve. Perky Steve back on the scene, y'all. I've been telling the crowd about Perky Steve for a minute. Boy, that's my boy. What a Perky Steve background. Good shit.
Nah, goddamn. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With him moving around with him doing all that type. Edgewood, all that type of shit.
Yeah, right here.
Nigga, he been moving around saying, but like you said, I was just telling him, bringing him over here, he kind of seemed like all Atlanta don't look like.
Yeah. This shit, like, it's a ride. It's a city where you just gonna
ride.
You can go to different neighborhoods and be like, what the fuck am I now?
Totally.
Like, it's kind of like, you know how when you go to DC, well, you from the East Coast anyway.
I've never been to DC though.
But you know how like, bars and restaurants are houses, like old refashioned houses, old houses from like 1700s and shit. We just started to really get that, like refashioned houses in the restaurants, like in the suburbs, like in the gentrified parts. In the nigga part, we've been refurbishing houses in the restaurants. I'm selling plates out the back. What you mean?
Now I noticed that in Decatur. My brother-in-law lives in Decatur, and there are random businesses and restaurants mixed into completely residential neighborhoods.
Mhm.
Like I'm surprised zoning allows people to make money in a residential neighborhood. Like on the East Coast or on the Northeast.
Gotta throw that thing on number one headed, man. For real.
Hey, champion.
In real life.
But yeah, Atlanta's been fire, man. I've had lemon pepper wings twice
Oh yeah, because they don't have that up top.
Cheese.
with blue cheese.
You gotta be with blue
From where?
cheese.
From where?
What's that place called? 10?
10 ATL. Yeah.
Oh, you over here. So you the Keith Lee for him right now. Where you taking him?
Yeah.
We gotta make sure you doing the right thing.
Yeah.
They said we ain't go to American Deli.
You ain't taking the JJ's?
Nah, cause we went some the whole.
Slim was talking about American Deli all day yesterday.
Yeah, like I understand.
You know you.
Nah, for real, like this shit on some cannabis shit. So it was like I wanted to take him somewhere. I
You can
would have
smoke.
took him to Jack. I would have took him to Jack.
If it was open.
Bring Jax back 2024, please.
Yeah, like it's like nigga took him somewhere I know we can smoke. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
that would intrigue him more than anything. So the wings were not that fire.
They
To
weren't.
me.
Well, to
And
me,
maybe
I
were.
thought they were pretty fucking
Exactly.
good.
They was pretty good.
And then wait till you get the things, the ones you think we fire.
Right.
You gonna be like,
good eats.
Hey.
You be alright.
good eats, yeah, good eats. They wings be nigga.
Hungry as fuck.
Make me want to break my diet. Hey, easy. Nah, that's the chef.
Chef.
Whipping up in this shit.
Whipping. They out here, bro, birthday dinner.
Hey, he told y'all what he cooked. He told y'all what he eat. I'm gonna try to he
Ribeye.
the rich friend tonight. He got
Lobster mac and cheese. Yukon Gold mashed potatoes. Spurgers. Oh yeah. I forgot. If you was hungry, it's cake from last night in there.
I do want a slice of that cake. I see
That shit
I'm
pop.
sitting here
Yeah.
just geeking.
Yeah, you had some. You was just drunk.
I was drunk as fuck. Well, I was drunk as fuck last night. I'm sober. I had to pee twice so I could sober up.
Chris, you at the gate? Alright, you at the gate.
Hey, what's up? 30 is going on. I don't know.
But in your experience, what city in America would you say that, minus LA, minus like a California city, has the best local growers right now that you've been around?
I mean, the average grower in New England and Maine definitely tries really hard. I don't know how much anyone's trying to like recreate the wheel. I mean, my boys in Washington are very math-brained and very technical and very specific. And they build really clean, high-tech grows that have reliable results. I don't know anyone. I don't need to toot my own horn per se, but I don't know anyone that's really growing by feel and like really trying to recreate the wheel and really trying to like affect change, like I am with my breeding and with my very intentionally growing like super haphazardly. Like people hate my grow rooms. They're like, oh my god, how the fuck? How do you get such good weed out of these rooms? How do you pass tests out of these rooms? How do you not have mold? How do you not have bugs? How do you not whatever? Because I've been doing it my whole entire life, and I'm really, really sensitive to what really good weed is all along the way, and what an unhappy plant looks like all along the way. And
I gotta
there's different ways to like a grower could tell you based on the EC of the runoff why a plant is unhappy, or I could tell you based on what I know it's supposed to look like why it's unhappy, and what I can do to bring it back to homeostasis. But I think growers on the East Coast in general are trying really, really hard. I think that growers on the West Coast rest on their laurels and just ship people whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, because it's just weed. It's just gas.
Well, okay. And then I know a lot of really good growers in Michigan that also take it very, very serious.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of shit in Michigan.
I think that the East Coast and the Midwest feels responsible for bringing weed back from what the West Coast did, and that the West Coast has been so disenfranchised, and all the real OGs that grew by feel like me and were like good plant handlers don't want to fuck with it anymore because it's so evil in California and
corporate cannabis.
Oregon and Washington governments all fucked it up so bad.
Yeah, Oregon's where I've been getting a lot from lately, and it's not the best. Price has been okay, but it's not the best. Oh, maybe you can go in the bathroom later and see how unhappy my RS11 plant is in there.
My RS11 plant was unhappy the entire time I ever grew it too. It's a very finicky strain.
It is.
I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I gave up on it. I let it die a little.
Yeah, I got it at one point because I wanted to breed with it, and I was never able to even veg it strong enough to become another plant.
Not at all. I couldn't even clone it. I looked at it, I was like, this isn't even strong enough to clone, so
Totally.
just let it die.
Yep.
I wish it was a gift too. I wish they'd give me any other strain. I would have been okay. RS11 is crazy. And if y'all don't know, that's one of the best strains I've smoked in a long time. What's the favorite strain to grow right now?
Well, I only grow everything that I breed. I breed absolutely everything I grow. And right now I'm focusing exclusively on a new strain that I developed called Massachusetts. And it is an absolute workhorse, completely sturdy, reliable strain that I can stake my livelihood on as I go rep this fall. So when I launch into the Massachusetts market in the fall, I'm only going to be selling Massachusetts.
I can't wait to review it on here.
It's like I want to say it's an addition to the Kush and like Headband, Gorilla Glue family.
I'm a Headband fan.
It's certainly not candy, even though when you test it, its most dominant terpene is linalool, just like Gelato 33.
Just like, yeah.
But it carries it and delivers it totally differently. It delivers it more like Jägermeister used to deliver linalool, compared to like the way Gelato delivers it. And yeah, it's just a perfect strain. It purples out even at hot temperatures. Every single clone survives and roots really hard and races through veg. It doesn't stretch in flower hardly at all. It's gas even when it's like 3 or 4 months old. And most gas strains do exactly like gasoline itself does, and it degrades into the atmosphere and its molecules break apart, and its intense effervescence at first is its own downfall because it just leaves the bud and goes into the air for forever. And what you're left with was whatever the secondary terpene was. And a lot of the secondary terpenes for gas strains are like wood and earth and are not loud at all. So you get screwed over a lot as a breeder pushing in all your chips on a gas strain because it almost always will lose those gas terps.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I can't wait to try it. Can't wait to do a review on here.
Oh, you definitely know that first.
Oh, yeah, definitely. What'd you say, though?
Oh yeah.
Y'all here all night? Or y'all going out?
No, we here. Shit, that's the chef and not cooking. Yeah, we about to go outside. We about to go outside
Okay.
to the long table,
I'm
definitely.
gonna go to the concert. Once the girl go on early, I'm gonna come back.
All right, we about to go
Hey,
outside.
Cali, right? You remember
Yeah,
that? Yeah.
I think we about to be ready to eat in like 20 minutes. So. Huh? What's up, then? You don't want it.
This is my boy right here from the Hippie Cartel, and that's local cannabis brand.
That's a lot of niggas.
Conscious right here. This is one of the guys who got my Oregon I was telling you about.
Oh, word,
Just
word.
now. Yeah. My boy K Von back there, you know, he's a musician. He's one of the best singers in the city right now. It's just amazing. That boy does great work. But I'm gonna ask you something. Besides RS12, what gave you the most difficulty growing?
Most difficulty?
Mm-hmm.
Especially
like breeding these people.
there were a lot of strains that my buddy gave me from Washington that he guaranteed would be hits, and they were super finicky. I mean, almost all the most desirable candy strains yield really low, and they have to be teased and topped and messed with in beds, like I don't like to do. Honestly, the Zope and the RS11 were so finicky that I lost them in my bedroom, and they just got overpowered by strains nearby, and I found them dead.
No, because I love Zope. Zope is one of my favorite. I'm really into the soap strains right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just the flavor reminds me of my mama washing my laundry. I'm sorry, it sounds bad, but it just does. And when we used to have to hide shit in dryer sheets in college, in the little tube and yeah, y'all don't know what I'm talking about because most of y'all just started smoking. But I love y'all. But heady champ out here. I done did a lot of things to my lungs y'all would never want to do. Hot knifing and all. Drinking bong water.
I
We
drank
did that
bong
once.
water.
Yeah, did that once.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You guys are cool.
Uh-huh.
I never do that.
Yeah, bro.
I ain't cool enough to drink bong water.
Yeah.
Y'all are cool.
I done did that shit that. Hey, a bet's a bet, nigga.
Give me my money.
Give me my money.
Alright, so since we speaking on that, we got a new show that's gonna come out similar to Fifth Factor, where you gonna be cannabis bullshit, shit like that. Drink bong water for fucking $200. Hit a blunt that'll J-roll.
Wait.
Yeah.
What?
Why?
I want to see you do that. You do it.
I'm the host. I'm the host.
Just simply because it's your
I've
idea.
never seen Joe Rogan do none of
None of this shit.
Don't play with me,
Joe
man.
That's
Rogan
why
ain't-
the show got killed.
Joe Rogan ain't no penis.
Fuck you talking
Right?
about?
The fuck episode was that?
Oh, Joe Rogan used to be feeding people deer dicks, everything, bro. You never watched Bill Pastor?
Bull nuts. Joe Rogan ain't never
I
ate
got
one.
high from, you know what I mean? Watching, I mean,
see that nigga put
watch, but the other day that shit just hit me. I'm like, man, we gotta hit these folks with something different. Where we always say it's sport about a game show where you don't win shit. But on some shit like this, you gonna win some money.
Yeah, you don't win shit. But when you come and you have a competition of rolling blunts, no good with nothing.
Nah,
But but that, yeah, we're gonna see what we can get you,
no, we're
bro.
gonna have a bit, but somebody gonna go some money behind that.
Yeah,
We're
man.
gonna be straight behind that. But that's
Mhm.
like fall
They having
this year,
conversations.
next year, 2025 type shit. Like, yeah, what would you do for weed?
Exactly.
Type
But
shit.
yeah, man, you have a nice little sit down conversation with my boy Conscience.
Oh yeah, tell them about what we got going on.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you're here. Go ahead and goddamn.
So, just like Doja and Burner, and I don't want to compare myself to the dudes doing stamps, but people that are doing outreach and trying to create new markets, and or with me a little bit differently, I'm trying to bring new brands into my co-op. So my license in Massachusetts is unlike anyone else's license. I don't think we even have the license category in any other states, never mind any other parts of the world, but a craft co-op is a license that's owned by a board of directors and is open for at least 3, if not more, I interpret it as more, individuals to buy in and become members of the co-op, and a consortium of small businesses can operate with the power of one large MSO company. So with me and 8 other legacy market companies that have bought into the cooperative, we share a sally port We share a record-keeping desk. We share a security desk. We share a trimming area. We share a dry area. We share a vault. We share the metric software. We share everything that makes starting a cultivation company so expensive. And we lower the barrier to entry to bring traditional market brands in under one umbrella license and under one kind of like a Kellogg's or a Cabot Cheese or an Ocean Spray kind of mother brand. And that mother brand is the Mass Cannabis Growers Cooperative. So that'll appear on the back of everyone's package, similar to how like Mars or Kellogg's or something like that appears on the back of a cereal box, but there's different brands of cereal on the front. We have all the most premier legacy market brands that have used their traditional market profits that have bought into this company. Only traditional market profits support this company, including from me. None of us have any investors. None of us, some of the members do have family money, but I'm not going to hold that against them. But most people are like me, and every single dollar came out of their basement and came out of the traditional market to get this license going. I've spent almost 350 grand in chunks over the last 5 years creating this license for everyone. And after 6 years of trials and tribulations trying to rehab horrible buildings and letting the cannabis market kind of rise, crash, plateau, and all the MSOs pulled out of Massachusetts, they started to leave buildings behind that had equipment in them already and had build-outs performed in them already and were useless to the landlords because only other cannabis companies could go into these buildings and operate them. So now we've walked into a new building that's turnkey and has all the stuff already built out for all the members that are existing in the project. And I've amended the rules to the co-op to start opening up opportunities for out-of-state brands to create agents within Massachusetts and fit within the guidelines of the craft cooperative of being a Massachusetts resident. All the profits are supposed to stay in state. All the profits are supposed to remain with the owner-operators and with the families and friends of the people who run these literally mom-and-pop cultivation companies. One of the more potent and viable models that I'm feeling pretty excited about, and I'm down here developing with Mon, and I'm also going to do all the genetics for, is a new brand called Roses. And Roses is going to be an Atlanta brand that launches in Massachusetts and operates and functions just like it was in Atlanta, but is in Massachusetts. And I think in that, in and of itself, it'll create a level of authenticity and mystique and ability to speak to the black audience in Massachusetts in a way that no other companies are attempting to. And it can start small, just like every company within my company. It's a proof of concept. So hopefully when Georgia gets its shit together and you guys are allowed to create companies down here, it'll be a simple expansion of an already operating and known to be popular model and brand. And it's a perfect addition to the cannabis co-op I have. We have Hispanic-owned companies. We have women-owned companies. We have other black-owned companies, but I think that Mon's Atlanta approach is going to be a lot sexier than theirs. I think putting that shine on it, like Mon's been saying, is something that I've been doing really well with my brand up in Massachusetts, but that no other cannabis companies in Mass feel like they have to do. I think getting a license is so hard, and getting investors and getting a fucking $10 million build-out is so hard that once people get there, they no longer care about being competitive or had any plans on how to be competitive or how to differentiate themselves from one another. We are in a state where there is a deficit in the amount of weed that's produced. So it's projected that more weed would be bought if more weed was grown. So everyone's weed does get sold, but everybody grows mids. And well, I mean, because mids happen in an unexpected way. Most people think that mids are like you set out to grow mids. You don't set out to grow mids. You just go about it in a very mid way. You use clones that already have tons of user data surrounding them. So you use clones that are boring and they yield really well, and you spec out these football field size grows, and you're like, bam, I've got a grow the size of a mall, and I'm gonna stack it full of stack it full of strains that yield 3 pounds of light, and I'm gonna pay one dude $200,000 to run the whole thing, and I'm gonna take fucking $18 million off the top. You're gonna get mids with that equation. You just are. For one, good strains don't yield 3 pounds of light, but you can't tell that to an economist. You can't tell that to an investor because they don't speak. You can't possibly do quality control on 50 million billion plants. And investors and economists don't want to hear that. They want you to grow 50 million billion plants because, according to them, all weed gets sold and you can do no wrong and all weed is the same. And you just get so shit.
Yeah, that is true. Been noticing that a lot.
Everyone's scared to grow a small batch, and everyone's scared to deliver frequent, fresh deliveries because it's expensive. You have to pay a delivery company like a $10,000 minimum, no matter how much you want them to deliver. So if you only want them to deliver a pound, you're not going to do that. You're going to deliver 100 pounds, and you're going to deliver it twice a year. So consumers are going to see your product at least 6 months old, if not a year old. And you're going to be super scared about passing testing. So you're going to dry it really fast and really hot, really quick, so that no microbial growth happens in the dry room. And that again is going to create mids. Just really using a big business brain to try to manipulate a flowing and moving, sentient thing like cannabis is, gets you mids. And there's not going to be one single bit of mids in the co-op because everyone's grows are capped at 5,000 square feet. And most people are only doing grows of 500 square feet, like me. I'm doing 5 100 square foot rooms that look just like the rooms in my basement.
Small batch.
Small batch.
You got to do it.
It's
It's
gonna run out.
Your quality.
You better find it, and it's going to be the most expensive thing because it's won all the cups, and nobody else can grow my cuts. And you just you got to have all the different things to put on your package. It's got to be veteran owned, woman owned, black owned. It's got to be small batch. It's got to be single hand trimmed. It's got to be potentially living soil, organic.
Gotta be living soil. Actually, like it's the new get with the future. Sorry, ain't no
100%.
potential.
100%.
No potential. Buy living soil. The shit's not even that expensive, honestly. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's time for us to go get ready for this dinner. We about to adjourn. The chefs been hitting me up, and we about to go light the grill for these steaks. So you already know it's your favorite grandmotherfucker. We're gonna get some more with Conchiss a little later. You go ahead and tell them where to follow you at online, Conchiss.
You can find me at Conchiss, CONCHISS _weed. You can follow Mass Cannabis Growers Co-op at Mass Canna GC. You can find Mass Cannabis Growers Co-op.com. You can find all my music under the same name. My weed name is also my music name, also my fashion name. So, CONCHISS, Conchiss.
Talk to them, man.
Hey man, it's another episode of the Smoke Battle Royals Edition, birthday edition. We just popping shit, man. At the end of the day, never know what we gonna come with.
Ever. And
Until we tell you.
tell your grandmama I need my drawers back. They were my favorite. They're Gucci. And y'all have a good night.